Welcome to the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia 2021 Round 4. I'm your host, Ivy. Yesterday's winner, Cui Yue, will be standing on pole position today with a fresh set of new tires. After 3 races, we have 3 winners now, and the point standing is getting smaller and smaller. So let's see today who will claim victory in Porsche Carrera Cup in Porsche Carrera Cup Asia's Round 4。大家好，欢迎来到亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯2021赛季第4回合的比赛现场，我是主持人 Ivy。昨天的冠军车手崔越今天将会启用一套新的轮胎，在杆位发车。那我们第3回合之后产生了3个不同的冠军，这让我们的积分榜的差距拉得越来越小。那么今天谁将会登上亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯第4回合的颁奖台呢？不要走开，我们马上回来。那接下来让我们转到我们的解说间。
Well, the story of today is going to be of the heat on the track surface, and the action yesterday was just as hot as the temperature is today, with the racing absolutely outstanding. Hello everybody, I'm Zhuhai, and great to have your company wherever you are in the world this afternoon. So as the lights went out yesterday, from the front row, the number 99 did not get the start for Chequered, and it was up the inside for Toyua, who went into the first corner on the right-hand side of the track. Link Han almost on the grass at the exit of the pit lane, had to drop back just a little bit. Then on the outside of the first corner, our first incident of many, Liu Yen going wide in the silver and checkered car. But it wasn't long before we had our second, jockeying for position in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Huge run down the inside from Andre Couto, and put the red, white and blue car of Bajilong off the track. Bit of damage to the back as well as he went rally crossing on the Michelin tyres. It wasn't going to be getting away scot-free either for Andre Couto. He had some steering damage and then ran into the back of the pole-sitting 99 team star chase Chequered, and he ended his race in the kitty litter, whilst that Toro Racing Porsche was recovered. The 911 safety car had to bring the cars round under full course yellow. On the restart, number 20, Daniel Liu Long. He was warming his Michelin tyres, and it paid off as we went back to green at the first corner. He went up into second with a very decisive manoeuvre down the inside of Ling Hong in the number 12, the Maidong Racing car. Welcome to the championship for Jeffries, who is in the 69 car this weekend that he shares with Jackie Wu, but it was not to be a great outing for him. Daniel had a good look down the inside for the lead, but after that his pace fell away. Pressures and temperatures just getting out of control on his Michelin tyres, and that meant he was having a cracking scrap for second, eventually going the way of Ling Hong with a brilliant outside manoeuvre through turn number 14. Toro Racing didn't have a great day. Couto already out, and Min Hong of firing himself off the track and out of second place in the Pro-Am category. After that, it was a question of whether the gap to the leader could be bridged by Min Hong, and, well, the short answer was it couldn't. Toyue, with a brilliantly paced race at the front of the field, came to the checkered flag and took top points in the first round here at Zhuhai. Celebrations for all three classes on the podium. We get to do it again today, and here's Ivy.
Hello everyone, I'm back here again on the starting grid of a Porsche Carrera Cup Asia Round 4. And standing next to me is the head of a Porsche Carrera Cup Asia's Motorsport, Porsche Carrera Cup Asia's standing next to me is the head of a Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific, Mr. Alexander Gibo. Hello.
Hello, and welcome everyone. Welcome to Zhuhai. Welcome to all the fans who are watching the live stream. We are very happy to be here. It's a great weekend. We haven't been here since 2014. So it's great to come back. We have been here for more than 20 times already, and it's a great Porsche weekend. This weekend we combine for the first time the Carrera Cup Asia and the Sports Cup. So we have really every step of the Porsche Motorsport pyramid is present here this weekend, with the combination of the road cars competition, combination of the Sprint Challenge China, and competition with the Carrera Cup Asia. So we had a very great race yesterday. I think. It's a very tight pack in the front, so yeah, it's very nice to see this level of racing. Yeah.
Alex, we have more newcomers than this year than ever before. Have you impressed with their performance so far?
Yeah, I think when you look at the race one in Shanghai, it was a double win for Meidong Racing. It was their first race in Carrera Cup, and they won dealer trophies, they won overall, and they won the Pro-Am. So yes, very impressed with all the newcomers, the drivers, the new teams, and yeah, very happy with the level of performance in general. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you.
Well, the grid is forming up, and I said one of the stories today would be that of the weather. It's hot. How hot? Very hot indeed. 32 Celsius on the track, in the air rather, is actually not too bad. But the track, which has had sun beating down on it all morning since the sun came up, with very little cloud cover here at Zhuhai, is up above 50 Celsius, and at the moment 54 degrees. Now that is going to put the Michelin Pilot racing slicks, the N3s, through their paces on this track. Built in 1996, we had street races here in Zhuhai before that. Lap record, Frank Montani clocked that in 2010 in the 1000 Ks in the ILMC. I remember that race very well. That Peugeot 908 worked well round here for the Frenchman. Good passing spots around at all the tighter corners. So turn 6 into 7, 9, and then down the back straight, which is about a third of a mile, 500 metres into 11. Watch the bump in turn 6, mind you. That's something that we saw yesterday. The front end's getting off the ground at certain places. And another key area is turn 14. Take plenty of pace through there to get down the long front straight. How long? 900 metres, just over half a mile. That 1:22, we won't see those times today, of course. That was a prototype. But think more around about the 1:34s. That's the GT3 lap record. Frederick Vervisch did that in 2016 in the 4 hours of the Asian Le Mans Series.
Hello, Cui. This weekend is a great weekend for you so far. And after your victory and great race yesterday, do you think you can do the same today?
Yeah, I think today is very tough. So it's so hot here, and but the conditions for every driver, so it's fair. So we appreciate this starting great for us. So let's try keep on this position until the end. Let's see what happens in the race.
Thank you very much, and good luck.
Paul Sitter, Toyue, swap sides with Yuka from yesterday. So the orange number 99 Team Star Chase car on what is effectively the inside of the grid. The right-hand side as far as the drivers are concerned, but the inside on the run down to turn 1, and that was the favoured side in the race yesterday. Behind them, Daniel Liu is in the same place he was yesterday, and he turned that Team Jebsen 20 third place start into a very, very good run into turn one. Can he do that when we get the lights go out today? It's going to be so difficult for the technicians. They will have had to have been talking with their Michelin engineers to get the starting pressures right. We are starting to get a little bit of cloud cover, which might give some respite to the tyres as well as the drivers in the cars. Although, as I said, the air temperature is actually not too bad, but it is very, very humid. That makes the air thick, slows down the top speeds. New V-Cool livery on the side of the outside pole sitter, the number 99 Zhuhai for Team Star Chase. That's another of the Absolute Racing Run cars. And that number 99 easy to spot with its bright yellow. In behind the pole sitter, Daniel Hu. Now, he got the problem of overpressured tyres yesterday and ran out of grip. It's going to be no easier today, right on the edge of the operating window with over 50 degrees on the track temperature. That race win yesterday, by the way, takes Toyue to the top of the championship. Leo Ye, now he got a good start yesterday. He's out of fourth position today. He wasn't scared to mix it up at the start. It sort of didn't work for him. Got ushered off the track in turn one, and he had to fight back from there, which he did very nicely. Good result yesterday for Lin Kong in the GT Silver and Blue number 12 Madong Racing machine, but he's coming from a little further back. It will all depend what happens on the front row as to which of the sides of the circuit get the best run. Zhou Wang in the 68, second of the Madong Racing cars. He'll be looking to make up positions as well. Right at the very back, I'll point out again the 666, which is the mostly black car, Li Jue. He had all of his qualifying times disallowed in the qualifying session, so he started both races from the back, got up to 9th yesterday and 3rd in class. Very tight in all of the points classifications. We're in the early part of the season, but as I always say, at this time of the year, points on the board really, really important. 3 different classes today. The cars are all identical. The classes are for the experience and the speed of the drivers. So effectively overall, or if you want pro, then Pro-Am, then Am. The unmistakable sound of flat 6 engines cracking the afternoon heat at Zhuhai, and we are ready to go racing for the 4th time in 2021 for the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Front row with Toyue on pole, but possibly on the more favoured side of the track, the bright orange number 99 of Zhuhai. And they'll have to be careful in the first part of this 30-minute or 16-lap, whatever comes first, race. They must look after their Michelin tyres. Formation lap of Zhuhai International Circuit, 2.67 miles, 4 kilometres. Formation lap underway. Now, yellow flag on the start line, so somebody was somewhat recalcitrant getting away, but we have everybody moving. So Toyue leads from pole position on this formation lap. Zhuhai, bright orange Team Star Chase, 99 in second. Daniel Liu in the white number 20 from Team Jebsen on the inside of the second row from Leo Ye. Then it's Lin Kong and the rest of the field going through. careful with their tyre temps here. I don't even know what to say today about these temperatures. I really don't. Oh, I don't think that's good from Zhuhai. He's shot off at the head of the field and he's going to have to slow down. This is very sensible from second place on the grid. From the 99 of Chequered. Now, the dark car right at the back, dark grey graphite car, is the 666. And I think that's one to look out for coming through the field. The horsepower entered Pro-Am entry for Zhuhai made up half the field yesterday. No doubt in my mind that there's pace in that car. Well, I was being a little bit optimistic that we might get a bit of cloud cover. Nothing to see. Bright sunshine. And moments away from round 4. So as the 666 horsepower Porsche in graphite with the gold mirrors comes round out of turn 14 onto the back of the grid, we have everyone now in position. Here comes the 666 now with the black mirrors, excuse me. And he's making everybody wait. Starting at the back, Zhuhai, who we know is quick around Zhuhai. Round 4 of Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. 16 laps or 30 minutes. About to get underway in the heat of the afternoon. Green flag at the back of the grid. 5 lights will illuminate, and when they go out, the competition begins. And we are racing at Zhuhai. Very good start by the pole sitter. Zhuhai immediately pulls across to the right, and once again we've got people in the pit lane exit. Leo Ye had to go all the way to the right hand side to avoid contact there. And what was achieved by the pole sitter was to get away immediately, and already having to defend down to turn number 4, the bright orange number 99. Now turn 4 this time, there is a bit of grass street on the exit, but I think everybody's got through. Grid set from the second fastest qualifying time earlier in the weekend. It's the battle for second that's interesting. Zhuhai's got away. And the number 99 team's star chase, Zhuhai, is having to defend, and defend robustly. Fantastic outside manoeuvre by the number 12, Maidong Racing, Li Kong. But that's only pushed him back in the clutches of the number 20 of Team Jepson's driver, Daniel Liu. He's gone through, but he's not going to hold on to that. This is a brilliant first lap. I thought they might be taking it slightly carefully with the heat this afternoon. Brilliant first lap by the pole sitter and championship leader to this point. He gets away, and Zhuhai across the line with over a second of clear Zhuhai track behind him. Zhuhai, Lin Kong holds on to third from Daniel Liu. Leo Ye moving up into 6th position. Yuan Bo, Bianye in 7th. Shobiang down to 8th, and Bao Yinglong also dropping down to 9th. Eric Kwong leads the AM class in 10th position. That's how they went across the line and off from 3rd position. Ling Kwong. Oh my goodness, Ling Kong has gone off through the gravel trap on the exit of turn 4, but has regained the surface. Now, I didn't see contact, doesn't mean there wasn't any, but I think that was just an error. There was plenty of pressure being put on him, in all fairness, by the Team Jebsen number 20 driver, Daniel Liu. White and blue car is in 3rd. And now, defending from the 22 of Liu Ye, BT Group. Have been successful. It's another Absolute Racing run car for that dealer group. And at the moment, 2nd and 4th for the Absolute cars at the front, run cars at the front of the field. But 1st position, Toyue, just gone, checked out, thank you. Now you've got to question now, what sort of energy did he have to put into the Michelin tyres? We started with track temperatures in the mid-50s Celsius. And although this is only a 30-minute race, what we have here is almost a mini endurance. There will be tyre management coming into play here. There was yesterday, and it was a good 10 degrees Celsius cooler, in relative terms, if you can call the mid-40s cool, than it is today. Here comes the 22 down the inside. Liu Ye has a look, but Daniel keeps him away. Daniel Liu wants to focus forward. You can almost feel it, can't you? Get this pesky GT silver and black car off my tail. Being told from race control that Liu Ye in the 666 is having the start investigated. He was starting all the way at the back. He got up to 9th yesterday, 3rd in class. Today might just have had a twitchy clutch foot and disappeared. But I know they don't have. Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Just jumped the start potentially. It's being looked at by race control. Toyue across the line, still holding 1 second of a lead. New Quine. Now new 3rd place car. Or holding 3rd should no, new 3rd place car. Was right the first time. Liu Ye has gone through on Daniel Liu, so Daniel just couldn't hold him back there. 5 minutes gone, 25 to go. Now, has Daniel learned from yesterday? He's the one who suffered the most from climbing tyre pressures, which lost him grip and performance later in the race. He was definitely quick, particularly at the start of the runs yesterday. So Liu Ye, 3rd in that silver and black number 22 Porsche. The white and blue is in 4th. Nobody has the pace of Toyue. Yu Kuai playing the waiting game, maybe in 2nd place. Now, Xiaobo in 5th is just trying to get onto the back of that little 2-car trim. Was that Michelin tyres off the track there? It was. I think that was Xiaobo. Best of the Pro-Am runners. Bianye, 6th position. That's a really good run. Bao Yinglong in the red, white and blue, number 6, 2nd in that category. And Shobiwan in 9th, with Lincoln between them in the number 12. It's Eric Kwong who leads the AM category. The 4-litre flat 6 engines scream down the 900-metre front straight and into the first corner at Zhuhai. And the gap's not coming down. Beautiful race management by Zhuhai at the moment. Porsche holding team. That number 86 car. Lots of experience in this championship, our leader, and leads the championship standings after 3 rounds. Lincoln going down the inside. Lincoln just goes up a position. Now, that gets him a position on track, but not in his class, because that was one of the Pro-Am cars that he passes, but it springs him further up the field, that number 12. So it gives him the opportunity to break the toe and try and get up with Campo, the all-white Porsche GT3 Cup car. All new body shell, all new platform for 2021. And the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, one of just 5 Carrera Cup or Super Cup championships around the world. Super Cup supporting Formula One, of course. They've got the new car. Competition debut in IMSA competition in the brand new for 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup America, which we've been seeing an awful lot of in the States. They debuted the new car in March at Sebring. Also Porsche Carrera Cup in Benelux and Carrera Cup in Deutschland, in Germany, along with here in Asia. Those are the 5 championships with this brand new body shape. Bigger, wider, meaner, faster, lots faster than the car it replaces, including much more aero and much more aero adjustability, particularly with that new swan neck rear wing technology taken directly from the Le Mans RSR 19, as it's called, the GTE or GT Le Mans car, with the wing mounts on the top of the aerofoil used to great effect there. Well, whatever Lincoln had for his lunch, it's working very nicely indeed, because he's now up another position. That's 5th now. Campo had nothing for the silver and blue Medon Racing driver, who has gone through. And now, what pace has he got? Can he get across? His next target is Daniel Liu Hanlong. Daniel in the number 20 Jebsen Racing white Porsche. He's tacked back on the back of the leading 3. And for the first time, the gap to the lead is coming down the inside for 2nd place. Liu Ye looked like he got it there. Yu Kuai left the door open. Yes, gone through. Classic overtake. Used the hole in the air that was being punched by the 99 car down that long front straight. Yu Kuai didn't cover the inside. Invitation accepted by Liu Ye, who takes the BD group. Number 22 in the 2nd. Battle of the 2 absolute cars there. 2nd and 3rd. White car in 4th. Daniel Liu just tracking them at the moment. But they are getting back to Zhuhai. Just on half a second, maybe a 10th more, as this race heads towards half distance. 16 laps, all 30 minutes. And we're on lap 7 at the moment. Just watching for anybody starting to trouble with their lap times. Running around about the 38s at the front of the field. Liu Ye's got a best time of a 37, and that is the fastest lap of the race, 37.8. It's not quite as quick as qualifying, but of course they are carrying more fuel, and the track temperatures are hellish, literally, at the moment. Oh, magnificent to hear those 4-litre flat 6s. For all the other changes in the cars this year, the flat 6 remains the same, and we've got the battle for the lead. Another good lap, 3/10 taken from the leader by Liu Ye. And Toyue has what he didn't have yesterday, a challenge. Now, in fairness, yesterday, he did have somebody about the same sort of gap behind him, 2 or 3 cars lengths, as the number 22 is right now. What Leo Ye has to do is find somewhere where Toyue is vulnerable. Easy for me to say, much harder for him to do. Toyue, extremely experienced, been racing in Porsche Carrera Cup Asia since 2016, but did some China Touring Car Championship before that. So knows all about side-by-side racing. And he's being challenged at the moment by that BD Racing number 22. And behind the wheel of that is a very experienced GT racer. GT3 champion in 2020 at the Macau Grand Prix. He's done some GT Series Asia racing as well as Euro Formula Open Championship. He did a half season of that back, 4 or 5 years ago now. Found a home for 2021 here in Porsche Carrera Cup Asia for BD, and is making the best of the opportunity. And they've pulled away now by about a second. Yu Kuai holding that second place. He's got about a second on Daniel Liu. The charge forward by Lin Kong has somewhat stalled. I did wonder if he was pushing too hard early on. He's in 5th, and there's a big gap back behind him to Juan Bo in the white number 88. The top 6 all pro cars. Bien Ye from Zhuhai in Pro-Am. Excuse me, about Bajin Long, of course, in 2nd, with Zhuhai in 3rd. Eric Kwong leads the AM class from Henry Kwong, and they've got Lin Yue in between them, 10th, 11th and 12th. But the battle is at the front of the field. Half an attempt to go for the lead. Love the little details in this 992 Cup car. On the headlights, slightly sort of greyed out glass, but with a cross in the middle of it from the 4 corners where the LED running lights are. And that evokes the old days when you drove your Porsche to the track and you put tape on the headlights to try and stop the glass being broken. Beautiful little touches on a race car. But those of you fortunate enough to be on the list for a 992 GT3 street car, exactly the same body shell as these GT3 Cup cars, and you get the benefit of the double wishbone front suspension as well for the first time on a road going 911. Wider front track as well on the new 992 street car, and all of those changes to the street car have made the racing car even better. And the times that they are putting in the 5 series around the world that are using these cars for Porsche Carrera Cup 2021 are very, very close to GT3s. Quicker than GT4s and close to GT3s. This battle for the lead, it hasn't turned down at all. 666 with a 5-second penalty for track limits. I'm guessing that'll be a turn 4. Lingue for horsepower is trying to make his way up through the field. Got to 11th position and 4th in the Pro-Am category at the moment. But add 5 seconds to where he is and that'll take him back behind Li Chao, although still ahead of Min Hong. No start today for Andre Couto, the veteran Portuguese and Macau's driver, with that incident yesterday, damage to right front suspension on that car. And the Toro Racing machine did not take the grid today. Teammate didn't have the greatest of runs yesterday either, although was running well in class. It's the 66 Min Hong, and he is out today, running 6th in category. Just a bit of stalemate at the front of the field, through the bumps at turn 4. Gap going out between Toyue and Liu Ye for first and second together, but they, as I say, moving away from Yu Kuei. Well, 20 XX car in the kitty litter for Henry Kwong, and that's bad news for one of the leading lights in the AM category. I think it's good news for the Michelin tyres, because that car in the gravel at turn 1 may see the requirement for intervention of the Porsche 911 safety car. 10 laps down, 12 minutes to go, 16 lap or 30 minutes of the race, and the safety car is out. The safety car is out. Well, this is going to close everybody back up again, but how much racing will we have left? I'm not sure whether this is good for the leading drivers or not. It's going to bring Yu Kuei and Daniel Liu, possibly Lin Kong and Yuan Bo back into it as well. But trying to be at the front of the field. Well, it's ticking the laps and the time down at the very least. So that is going to promote next time around Li Jia into second place in AM, and debutant Jeffrey is going to be on the podium if he can get the 69 car to the end. Shares the 69 car with Jackie Wu for the Shanghai Pudong racing team. Not registered for championship points, but having a lot of fun, I would think, driving a very powerful and exciting Porsche. Yeah, and Jeffrey's gone through to 15th place, so that does indeed put him 4th in the AM category, so potentially a podium position for Jeffrey there. Well over 500 horsepower from the 4-litre flat 6, driving through 18-inch Michelin pilots, the slick tyres, 18-inch front and rear. Bajin Long leads the Pro-Am, red, white and blue car, and sitting just ahead of second place Shobi Wang. So just before the yellow came out then, that was a change, because Bian Ye was doing rather better than 3rd place. So off the start then, as we get the chance to just review what we've seen so far. Cracking run for the pole sitter. Toyue did what the pole sitter yesterday, it was alongside him today, they just swapped sides, number 99 Yu Kuei couldn't do, and got to the inside, and from then on pulled away about a second lead. It was all defensive from Yu Kuei in second place. First of all, having to look after Lin Kong for Maidong Racing. Everybody through turn 4 this time. But off the racing line for the bright orange number 99. And I wouldn't say that was his undoing, but he clearly was more focused on what was going on behind than in front. And that allowed the leader to get away. Slight mistake by Lin Kang, took him off through the gravel and dropped the positions, but my goodness, that's wound him back up again. He's fought back up to 3rd position, really charging back through the field despite getting gravel on the Michelin Racing slicks. Dropped a good 4 or 5 positions, and then the fight back began. First of all on his teammates, and heading through the field back to third position. Smashing overtake on the number 8 Ivory Bay Capital, Yuan Bo. Henry Kwong, who's brought out this yellow flag, had flirted with the gravel track beforehand. Wow. So he'd had his warning and he's dropped a handful of points for a really good finishing position in the arms today. So counting down now, 7.5 minutes to go. Now the recovery and safety teams were super efficient as ever yesterday. So Eric Kwong has the lead in the AM category in the multicoloured Kiddie World Racing. Number 23, Hong Kong driver. And, well, he'll take it how he gets it. That's going to be good points for him. So an opportunity to cool down the Michelin tyres. Safety car has gone, and well, I still see yellow flags, but I think we're going back to racing at the end of this as the safety car's pulled away. Yes, it has. And we are back to racing. 6.5 to go. Toyue gets a great start. Big lot up from the number 99 Team Star Chase Yukwai. Down into turn 1, lock the left front up. Beautiful restart by Toyue. He was on it. Oh, there's a touch. Daniel Liu has a look down the inside, then the outside behind. Oh, number 12, Ling Kong. Massive lot up from the right front Michelin there going down into turn 4. He's going to lose a position to the red, white and blue that's right in behind him. That's Bao Yinglong. Well, everybody has cooled their Michelin so much behind the safety car. I think they've forgotten they've got no temperature, or much less temperature than they had. The two leaders are right together as well. Toyue had a fantastic restart, but Liu Ye was not taken by surprise. They've pulled away. Everybody else scrapping for whatever piece of road they can get at the moment. Daniel Liu Long, he is in 5th position now, so 4th position now, excuse me. He's had a little bit of a scrap from both directions, forward and back. No clue at all how Yukwai managed to hold on to 3rd position. Two leaders come across the line again. We are going to get the full laps, I'd say, with 5 minutes to go. Lap times around about the 140s now. Surely this is the opportunity for second place. Down in the first corner, tries to go Buffalo Gals round the outside. They'll try the comeback, I think, for Liu Ye. But it's a short run down to the kick at turn 3. He's got a good exit. Might put him in the opportunity for the big bump at turn 6. Gets out of turn 4 very nicely. Through turn 6, he's got to be close. The front end of the cars, though, will chatter out towards the left-hand side. Defensive move made by Toyue. He knows he's got trouble here. Didn't get this yesterday. Yes, he had a car a couple of lengths behind, but there was no real challenge. There is now. There really is now. Side by side again in the potential overtaking spot at turn 9. Short run to the left-hand at turn 10. Then the 500 metre straight to turn 11 and 12. Both drivers using all of the runoff. Not quite so defensive. These are two very experienced drivers. A lot of racecraft from both of them. Nice and respectful. Brilliantly close racing. But there's not been a touch as yet. Let's hope it stays that way. Toyue through turn 14. I was going to say breathing space. It's about a 9.11 and a half. between them, behind. Looks like Yuan Bo defending on Ling Kong. Daniel Liu has dropped back. The two white cars having swapped positions, so that is the 88 in fourth position. And Ling Kong trying to fight his way back. I think he might have got through there, actually. See if I can spot that in the background. Watch out for the silver and blue number 12, whether it's ahead or behind the white number 88. Can't take our eyes off the overall lead at the moment. And again, oh, now that was a little touch. Just the tiniest of touches at turn 7. Yu Kuai has got Yuan Bo right in his wheel tracks as well. It looks like Daniel Liu. Oh, I'll tell you what. So Ling Kong did not get through. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Kong is through. Ling Kong now goes for third. What a drive back. Twice he's been at the sharp end of the field. Twice he's dropped back. And now is in third overall. So the silver and blue, number 12. Hot pursuit after the leaders now. Has he got the performance? He's running out of time. He's running out of laps. Checkered flag is waving. Toyue makes it a delightful double. And Zhuhai, Liu Ye, 2/10 behind. And what a drive back after the restart by Ling Kong. Will take third on the podium from Yu Kuai. Front row start, down in fourth. Yuan Bo, fifth from Daniel Liu in sixth. And once again, the winner of the Pro-Am category in seventh overall, Bao Jinlong from Zhubiang and Bian Ye. That's your top three there. Eric Kwong in the top 10 and winning the Am class. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. And what a drive. What a drive to third place by Ling Kong. Maidong Racing, number 12. At least a couple of very good overtakes in those last two laps. But once again, top step of the overall podium, and once again gathering a bit of detritus on the tyres to make sure that he gets a bit of extra ride height on the way in, running his Michelins off the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the track. He cleverly did that even coming into pit lane yesterday. But it's another win from Toyue, and his championship lead is extended in the overall and the pro classes. Porsche holding driver winning in the Pro-Am category. Bao Jinlong for Team Shanghai Honda finishes second overall. Excuse me, seventh overall. And if we're going to talk about the winners in class in the top 10, great run for Eric Kwong in the Kitty World Racing multicoloured Porsche. He will take the top step of the podium. Get a chat with our overall winner for the second time this weekend, Ivy. We'll find out what he thought there. Had to work harder today, I reckon, Toyue, than he did yesterday. The heat of the afternoon in Zhuhai has brought another victory for Porsche holding team Toyue. Our first double weekend winner pulls up in the middle of Parc Fermé. Beautifully judged race yesterday, paced himself very well. Today didn't have quite the performance advantage on those chasing. Great run by Liu Ye in second to give us plenty of excitement and entertainment. And what about the drive from Ling Hong in third place for Meidong Racing? Confirmation of the results in round 4, the second of our weekend at Zhuhai. Toyue winning by a small margin, just a couple of tenths from Liu Ye in second, Ling Hong in third. They'll be on the podium. Yu Kuai from his front row start nets 4th position from Yuan Bo in 5th in the white number 88. The two white cars together there. Daniel Liu in 6th. Winning Pro-Am, Xia Binlong, and winning in the AM category, Eric Kwong. That's how they finished here at Zhuhai. Well, we can take a breath now after that. Good news is, after all that action, next 2 rounds are here as well. We have to wait till June for that. Well, all the drivers deserve great credit, and their teams. See anybody really suffering too much at the end of that race, despite the very hot temperatures on the track. And a chapeau to Michelin tyres as well. 54 degrees on the track, Celsius, when we started that. And delivering us another great 16 laps, full distance, despite the intervention of the Porsche 911 safety car. But great work once again by the recovery crews, and our thanks to all volunteers around the world, without whom we simply can't enjoy our beloved motor racing. And they're waving a flag, officiating in some other way, all on the medical side, of course, the track services and recovery. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Safety car driver, little miffed obviously that they didn't get as many laps as yesterday, so just checking the track to make sure it's okay for later on this big Porsche weekend. Look, somebody's given me a Carrera white Porsche 911 with a light bar on the top. What do you mean? I can't go out when I want to? No, I'll be just checking the track, thanks very much. When opportunity knocks, you don't turn it away. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. It's been great, hasn't it? Great couple of races, fantastic layout around the 14 corners of Zhuhai. The fastest lap, I reckon, in that one goes to third place driver Ling Hong with a 37.5, 1 minute 37.5. So round 4 of the 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Zhuhai, front row reversed from yesterday, with the number 89 Porsche holding, number 86 Porsche holding machine on pole position for Toyue. Gets the whole shot, gets the start, pulls right, blocks the outside of the front row starter in the 99 Yu Kuai, and claims the front of the road. Fabulous start from Ling Hong, who started a bit deeper in the pack, got all the way up to third alongside Daniel Liu, up to third. Now ultimately that's where he's going to finish, but that's not the story, because Ling Hong had what can only be described as an eventful race. He passed a lot of cars to finish back where he was at the exit of turn 1. Let's put it that way. Putting pressure on Yu Kuai early on. A little bit too much pressure at turn 4. Missed his braking point, lost the back end, and had to take a trip through the gravel trap on the outside of turn 4, and that must have dropped him at least 6 places. Big slide in the middle of the corner. He caught it, but then the car hooked up, and he did really well not to get caught in the gravel. Actually lost some of the under tray in the gravel trap as well there. Turn 4 was a problem for Nguyen the 666, and he got a 5-second penalty for track limits there. So Ling Hong started his fight back, but unfortunately we did get the intervention of the safety car when Henry Kwong went off. But at the restart, copybook stuff again by Toi Yue with just a couple of laps back. Ling Hong was on it again, restarted I think in 6th, but was immediately on the pace. Oh, and there was another little dunch there for him going down into turn 4. So he was making and losing positions. It's a bit like finding $10 and losing 50 for him today, wasn't it? Big lot up there. How did he manage to keep the tyres under him after all of that? But he did. Eventually got past the number 20, Team Jebsen, Daniel Liu, and the 88 of Van Bo. Bit of a harder scrap at the front of the field for Toi Yue. And yet, he's done it again. 2 wins.
哇哦，崔越，恭喜你又再一次获得了冠军，2回合的比赛，2回合的冠军，你应该非常非常的高兴吧？
非常高兴，我觉得这是比较罕见的吧。那这周运气也非常棒，然后车队也给了我一台非常棒的赛车，然后我在这边我觉得也非常熟这条赛道。但是今天我们比赛还是非常的困难，因为我起步用了套旧胎，然后我们的轮胎的条件在比赛的中半段，然后就开始急剧的下降了。所以说，最后的安全车过后之后，最后几圈让我十分的难受啊。那很开心，但是我们Dealer Trophy 的排名是应该是第1的，对。然后我个人的积分榜应该还在第1，所以非常开心，很期待下一场比赛。
好的，那希望下一场比赛你还会有更好的成绩。
好，谢谢，
谢谢 ，Congratulations again。
2 front row starts, 1 from 2nd, turned that into a win, 1 from Paul, turned that into a win, and extends the overall championship leads. Toi Yue for Porsche holding good points in the dealer championship as well. And he's back here to do it again in the next couple of rounds. Must feel confident about that. Proves though, doesn't it, how important getting 2 decent laps in qualifying is. We had Ling Kong starting from 4th yesterday, but a full row further back today. You've got to wonder whether that contributed to him struggling a little bit, or at least feeling that he had to push a little harder early on. So, see if we can grab a couple more of the drivers. Winner in Pro-Am and Am. Ivy working hard down in the Parc Fermé area. If you want to find out more about Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, Facebook or web pages, of course, Porsche Motorsport have their own area on the World Wide Web as well. And plenty of other Porsche Carrera Cups around the world, which all use the same vehicle, or 5 of which use the same vehicle as we've been watching here this weekend at Zhuhai. Can't wait to see them at Road America in the Porsche Carrera Cup North America with IMSA. We've got Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux and Deutschland. Head down to our 2nd place driver. Here's Ivy.
Oh, podium, birthday podium. I think today's your birthday, right? Happy birthday.
Thanks, but not good enough.
I think it's very good, really good. You are almost close to get a win today. But what do you think about your performance today?
Well, I think in the race our pace is good, and I think the balance is nice. I feel quite comfortable to drive. Just the thing is I'm not brave enough to attack and I was trying for a little attempt to see if he makes mistakes. Clearly, he's very experienced, and he always like block me on the spot. So I don't want to risk it. I don't want to like have a big lockup and lose position or even DNF. So we just bring it back second. I think it's good for the team and good for the points.
But I think it's still a good gift for your birthday, I think, right?
Well, I haven't any thought about my birthday actually. I was really focused on the racing and I was really struggling this weekend. So I hope we'll come back stronger next time.
Okay. And I hope you will have a good performance for the next round too.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thinking about the championship there, our second place driver, nicely done. Zhuhai for BD Group, but just didn't have it. Had a couple of really good goes on Toyue, but it's his weekend. 2 races from 2 at Zhuhai. So we only need now the AM winner. In fact, I think we might be going to the podium formalities now, which I will leave you in the capable hands. Bibendum already there. And despite the heat, looking very cool, calm and collected, as Bibendum always does. Very spiffy Porsche Carrera Cup Asia podium area with the big screen behind. Highlights and live coverage on that earlier on in the weekend, on what is a very big Porsche weekend, celebrating 4 years of Porsche Club China. So the GT4 Cayman series here this weekend, and a variety of other Porsche classes. In fact, out on track next will be a variety of Caymans and GT3 RSs. Here's the podium ceremonies. Let's go to Ivy.
Asia 2021 in Zhuhai. We're now presenting the trophy for the M class. Let's welcome the third place, car number 69, Jeffrey Z from Shanghai Pudong and Wai Gao Chao 69 Racing. And the second place is in car number 828, Li Jia from Silver Rocket. And the winner is car number 23, Eric Kong from Kitty World Racing. We're now glad to invite Director Motorsport of Michelin Asia Pacific, Mr. Menba, 米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生 to present the third place trophy. We're glad to invite Mr. He Jiandong, Vice President of Federation of Automobile and Motorcycle Support of the People's Republic of China, 中国汽车摩托车运动联合会专职副主席何建东先生 to present the second place trophy. Now we're glad to invite the Vice President of Marketing of Porsche China, Mr. Daniel Schmollinger, 保时捷中国市场副总裁施茂林先生 to present the winner trophy. Now let's take a picture together.好的，感谢我们的颁奖嘉宾，恭喜我们的车手。那么现在就是我们车手的庆祝的时间，开启你手中的香槟。
So that's the AM podium for the fourth round of the 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Zhuhai. Champagne being drunk as well as sprayed. I approve that message. No more racing for the drivers this weekend, so perfectly acceptable, of course, to have a quick swig. And Michelin tyres holding up well. Babendum with a big thumbs up with our arm winner, Eric Kwong. Big thumbs up to Michelin as well this weekend. I have to say, I was fearful when we saw the track temperatures just before and around the start at 54 degrees Celsius. It's not gone down any either, I'll tell you that now. Clean up on the podium. Once again, usual efficiency. So we should have the Pro-Am category next. Well, inside the top 10 for the podium finishes in Pro-Am, 7th, 8th and 9th, as per yesterday. And that was without as much carnage in front of them, in fairness. That was on pace.
In Zhuhai for the Pro-Am class. Let's welcome the third place car number 3, Bian Ye from Absolute Racing. And the second place driver, car number 68, Zhou Bihuang from Meidong Racing. And the winner is car number 6, Bao Jinglong from Team Shanghai Yongda. Now we'd like to invite Director Motorsport of Michelin Asia Pacific, Mr. Ben Ba, 米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生 to present the third place trophy. Now we'd like to invite Mr. He Jiandong, Vice President of the Federation of Automobile and Motorcycle Sport of the People's Republic of China, 中国汽车摩托车运动联合会专职副主席何建东先生 to present the second place trophy. Now we'd like to invite Vice President Marketing of Porsche China, Mr. Daniel Schmalinger, 保时捷中国市场副总裁施茂林先生 to present the winner trophy. Now let's take a picture together. Thank 感谢我们的颁奖嘉宾，以及恭喜我们的车手。现在就是开启你们手中香槟庆祝的时候。It's the champagne time.
I think that's a cracking result again for those on the podium, well inside the top 10. Seem to be missing one of our drivers there. So a quick reset again of the podium. Missing one of our drivers shaking the champagne anyway. So we finish appropriately, I think, on this fabulous weekend for rounds 3 and 4 of the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia at Zhuhai with the overall podium. What a lovely way to round things off. And it's been a fantastic weekend for Toyue from Porsche Holdings. 2 top step finishes, and he has strengthened his hold on the championship. Let's get back to Ivy.
2021 in Zhuhai for the overall class. Let's welcome third place, car number 12, Lin Kang from Meidong Racing. And the second place, car number 22, Liu Ye from BD Group. And the winner is car number 86, Cui Yue from Porsche Holding. The dealer trophy winner is Porsche Holding. Now we're glad to invite the Director Motorsport of Michelin Asia Pacific, Mr. Ben Ma, 米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生 to present the third place trophy. Now we're glad to invite Mr. He Jiandong, Vice President of the Federation of Automobile and Motorcycle Sport of the People's Republic of China, 中国汽车摩托车运动联合会专职副主席何建东先生 to present the second place trophy. Now we're glad to invite the Vice President Marketing of Porsche China, Mr. Daniel Schmolinger, 保时捷中国市场副总裁施茂林先生 to present the winner trophy and the dealer trophy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our presenters and congratulations to our drivers.
Time to clear out. Here comes the champagne. Toyue then cleaning up as far as the trophies for first position. And congratulations, particularly as well, I think, to our third place driver, Lin Kong, who passed more people than anybody else, but still only ended up in third. He was up and down the field quite a lot, wasn't he? Nothing can be taken away from Toyue. Porsche Holding driver increases his lead in the championship, and I bet he can't wait to get back here for the next two rounds at Zhuhai. We'll have to wait a couple of months for that. I'm John Hindorf for all of the team here at Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. Thanks for being with us. See you soon. Bye-bye.